You got to make a reservation. It's very difficult to get in.
Well, it's okay. I'll use the service entrance. I'll see you at 9.
Welcome
And bienvenidos
to another episode of Service Entrance People. I am Boomer.
And I'm Pixie. Hola.
Hola, Pixie. For those of you new to the show, just jumping in, this podcast is for and about the gritty, underpaid, and underprivileged service industry workers of the world.
Unite.
We have clearly made some wrong turns in our lives because no matter what, we've ended up here in jobs where no matter our talents, our arts, our skills, we deal with the infamous Karens and Florida Man. And Mr. and Mrs. Von Uppity on a daily basis. Day in and day out, we walk through the parking lot of broken dreams and enter through that special door. You know the one, Pixie.
The service entrance door.
That is the one. If you're interested in listening and sharing in the war stories of the industry, or if you're curious as to what us,
the help,
are really thinking, we're going to educate you with stories of the strange, shocking, and hilarious, because laughing is the only way that we can think of to make it through.
Absolutely. We have to laugh to get through. This industry is one that we absolutely love. So no matter how you may hear us rant about our horror stories, or we get a little dark sometimes.
We got super dark last week.
Yeah, we bitch because we care. We love this industry. There's nothing we would rather do. Except maybe
this podcast.
Correctamundo.
Also, please do us a favor. If we're not for you, go ahead and listen anyway. All right? Hate listen.
Rage listen.
Binge us. Heckle us. Because we know that the only thing in the world better than a good horror movie is a terrible horror movie.
Let us be that terrible horror movie for you.
Come on in. One last disclaimer. The show, like the industries we talk about, comes with some spicy fucking language.
Ay, 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 muy caliente.
You've been forewarned. You're in. You're in.
You're in. Ugh.
You're in big trouble. Thank you very much. Make sure you are listening, subscribing, sharing, most importantly, rating and reviewing us. 5 stars with words.
Yeah,
we need words for the algorithm.
Absolutely. Cinco stars. We need you to write words. Tap the predictive text button at least 5 times for us. That's how you show your participation.
You know what? We will give you orange slices and waters if you participate. We'll find a trophy for you, and we will give it to you if you just fucking participate. And if you want to do more than just participate, by all means, patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople. Become a producer of this show. Any level, the Karen, the Florida Man, the Von Uppity, you will get free merchandise. You will get access to bonus content. And if you are an executive producer of Von Uppity, as it were, you will also get your name said at the end of every program. That sounds like a good deal to me.
It does.
Now, if you're not ready to fully commit for a year's worth of delight, what can they do, Pix?
Well, they can go to PayPal and do a little donation there at Service Entrance Peeps.
You can pay us, pal.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But what I love, my advice to you as a participation person, you want to be a participant of this program? Give us them stories. Go to serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com and send us some stories of your job in any portion of this customer-facing industry that you might work in, whether it's retail, whether it's a veterinarian's office, anything that's, dealing with other people. You work at the movie theater,
bank
whatever.
Teller.
Yeah, bank teller. Fucking give me that. Custodial.
Car salesman.
Car salesman, custodial.
Iceberg, Goldberg.
It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. You can also message us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast, or you can DM us at Service Entrance People Pod.
Who's all up in your DMs, Pixie?
Hopefully people who love this podcast. You can also send us a voicemail message at 854-345-7721. Rant your day out. If you don't feel like typing, you can just talk it out, and we will put it on the program.
Damn straight. Now, you can do all of that, and I would love for you to do that participation thing, but you could also hit the PayPal first as well.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say...
Just make it easy.
Yeah. And if you out there are a business owner or have a product or service that you would like to advertise on this show, we are very open for your sponsorship dollars. We would love to talk about whatever it is that you are wanting to talk us about.
We
whore
for you.
That's right. Let us do the legwork and hit us up, serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. We are open for business, baby. And even though we are open for business, it's time to close down.
Oh.
That's right. We are going to lock the doors, we're going to crank the tunes, and we are going to grab our Shifty of the Week, a very sponsorable segment here on the show. Oh, that's the picks. You're going back to your fave, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
The feels like home.
Florence,
dry
Massachusetts, in the house.
Yeah, the dry cider that's tangy and playful.
It is a playful little beer, and it is also still very, very ironic
Cider.
to me.
It's a cider,
It
not
is
a
a
beer.
playful little cider. It's also very funny to me that it's from my home, but it tastes like your home, which is odd because you're from Florida and I am from Massachusetts.
When I picture what Florida tastes like, I don't want to picture this beer and ruin it because this cider is delicious. And
What does VD taste like?
I'm assuming it's a mixture of Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Sweat, cigarettes, or
Methamphetamine.
a little bit of methamphetamine,
Methamphetamine. And a gator.
a little bit of brackish water.
With gator poo.
a little bit of gator poop.
Little gator poo. And myself.
We love you, Florida.
We do.
Mind you.
Great
we love
listenership in
you.
Florida, actually. So thank you guys. We love you. We kid because we care. Exactly. Myself.
Oh.
So much better than last week's. Same thing, though. Same thing as last week.
Samesies.
I'm finishing out my last Sam Adams cold snap. Another Massachusetts institution.
There you have it.
Yay for my home. I miss you. I also miss the cold, oddly enough.
Fuck that noise.
Oh, it's my contention that here in South Carolina, people do not move here for the summer. They move here for the winter.
You know what was weird today? I felt the sun on the back of my neck burning me
Yeah.
in the AutoZone parking lot and was like,
This is
fuck.
wrong.
It's fucking March.
It is. It shouldn't be like 80 odd.
I shouldn't feel the sun against my skin as if I were in Africa.
No. It's
a bit much.
It really is. And I love it here.
You sound so not not genuine at all.
What sucks for me is, like I said, it's the summers that get me.
Mhm.
And when the summers start in March and go until
Yeah.
October, that's a lot.
It's a
That's
bit
a lot of
too
uncomfortable.
much. It's you know what it is? It's the humidity.
It
That's
is.
what gets you.
It really
it's the
is.
humidity.
It kills me. And it's just like the people back east who are like, I can't stand winters, and winter starts in October and goes until April.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
You know what it is, though? For me on the East Coast, it's the damp. So either way, it's the humidity. That's what I didn't like about winter. It was that damp cold.
I will say, climate-wise, the best place I ever lived was Colorado.
There you go.
And I know that natives to Colorado absolutely do not want people knowing how delightful it is out there.
Everybody moved to Colorado.
But for fuck's sake, man, 300 days of sunshine a year. When it snows, it's gone in 2 days. No bugs because of the elevation.
Beautiful views.
Beautiful vistas and views. Mountains, lakes, hiking,
Nature.
marijuanas, and super nice people.
And murderers. Fantastic. You
Love
have
it.
everything you could want in one area.
I have nothing else to add to that. You
That
finished that.
being
No, that was it.
said-
Yes, that was good. All right, that being said, for the Colorado Board of Tourism, episode 23, the Michael Jordan of episodes here on Service Entrance People. It is entitled, wait, now I'm confused. And not only is that an ethos of me every day that I seem to get up, but this episode is about all of the confusion that comes with working in a customer-based industry.
Yeah, those things that just give you pause, where you're like, wait, what?
Where you squint really hard and the person who's looking at you is like, did I fart?
No, they look at you because they're confused, and you're looking at them because they've also confused you.
Right.
So it's
the
just
look on the face, though, the confused look is the same as you smell something, and so that person's like, oh, did I fart?
I was thinking more along the lines of the snake that eats its own tail, the Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Yeah.
I always thought it was oro, like the O because it has an O, but that O is silent.
Orale.
Fuck me. So, words aside,
Hmm.
this is the confusion episode. This is the I don't understand episode.
It feels like the Big Lebowski, where he's just the dude's like, what day is it again? Is today Monday?
I think of Dazed and Confused, the scene where Mitch Kramer keeps pinching his nose between his eyes and like that really weird, like, why are you doing this? And I'm sure that the Wiley Wiggins, the actor, like looks over it over the years and is like, what the fuck am I doing? And why did he leave that in the goddamn movie? It's so bad, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
That is how I feel with just all of the confusion. Who's starting today with the stories, Pixie? Is it me or you?
Dealer's choice.
Well, since you're the dealer, why don't you start?
Okay.
All right.
This one comes to us from James.
Hey, James. James, is this a return?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think
Is this the same James that wrote us a couple weeks ago?
I do believe so.
Dope. Love the returnees.
Yes. Keep coming back, people. Keep giving us those stories. Eventually, you'll earn credit with us, and we'll say your name at the end of the show. So, what he says, this is his words. So, here's a pretty funny story that came to me.
All right. I like it.
One time, I was at my
band
store.
camp.
No.
Sorry, it's in the Constitution. I have to.
I know. One time at my store, we were carrying dungenous crab legs.
Fucking dungeon. What is that?
I don't know. I've never seen a dungenous crab, but
I feel like
whatever.
it's like pendulous, but not. But also Dungeons and Dragons, but not.
I just keep thinking of two things. One, the crystal shelled crabs from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that were like beautiful. And two would be Bob's Burgers, where he's like, I bet you have a dungeon filled with dungenous crabs.
There you go. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Bob's Burgers reference. Because really everything
they're real.
In this life revolves around Bob's fucking Burgers.
Absolutely. That's how we get all our facts. That's how restaurants are made, actually, is because of Bob's Burgers.
Really? I thought it was when a front of house and a back of house lay down with each other and they're really in love.
In their moment of love.
And they have a moment of love, and then 9 months later, a restaurant's born.
Are you talking about coitus?
You mean fucking?
So the store had dungenous crabs, as well as
Pendulous nads.
The normal, and you'll be familiar with this, snow crab legs.
I know those.
Yes, the snow crabs were the popular ones.
Yes, they are. They get all the love. They get all the pub.
Yeah, everybody asks for them. The crab legs that anyone is going to ask you for is like, one, they're going to ask for she crab soup because that's just how people are. And two, they're going to ask,
Pixie's favorite.
Shut up.
Buy her some.
Is the snow crab. A woman comes in and she says, quote, ain't y'all got more crab legs in the back?
I should hope.
James replies, yes, but they are dungenous ones for now.
All right.
The woman furrowed her brow and then, after an eternity, hollered back in her loudest and sassiest voice, I don't want no dungeon.
Why would you? When you put it like that, it does not sound as good. If you say dungenous.
I politely excused myself, he says, to walk in the back and crack the fuck up until I could calm down. She acted like I was talking about putting her in a BDSM basement. Set up with something crazy in a dungeon word. And she got super offended in the moment. Oh, here you go. Anytime I hear the word dungeon or dungeness now, like in D&D, I always say to myself, and this is all one word, I don't want a dungeon.
That needs to be on a bumper sticker. I don't want no dungeon.
It's spelled IONWANNO, capital D, capital U, capital N, capital J, capital U, capital N.
Yeah, let's make up those bumper stickers right now, kid.
Oh, I want that fucking sticker.
1,000,000%.
So she don't want herself no dungeon.
Well, fair. Fucking fair, man. When you say it like that, it does not sound appealing.
And what I love about that is we're still confused as to what the fuck a dungenous crab is.
Very true. If we had better fact checkers than the cat interns, we would know this by now.
If I had done my homework and read that story earlier, I would have actually looked it up.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
We're going to go to Rick in Omaha.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick. How you doing?
How's it going, buddy?
Thanks for writing. Rick says, you know those tables you get where, as a server, you just know you feel something in the air that says that this table is going to be a problem? Yes.
Yes, we do.
100%.
Mhm.
A million times yes, Rick.
Every day.
And you feel it also as a manager. You see it.
You feel it as a hostess. You feel it as a manager. You feel it as a busser. You feel it everywhere in the air.
It's palpable.
Yeah. I believe Phil Collins had mentioned that he can feel it.
He can feel it in the air tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Our restaurant's running a pseudo special.
Okay.
3 women at the table. All 3 of them get the same pseudo. They ask questions, and as their server, I give them the ins and outs of each dish. As if like magic, they all decide that they don't like the food.
Weird.
They thought it was something different. The server didn't describe it correctly. I didn't tell them exactly what they were going to get. So now we all know what's coming next, right? I want it for free.
Oh, shit. I was like, yeah, just get me something different. But
Nope.
no, of course. The
Nope.
comps.
Yep.
The comps. We
Yep.
want it comped.
The restaurant game is one of the few places that people actually have the balls to do this. Consume a meal, decide, it wasn't my cup of tea, and basically say, I refuse to pay by applying pressure on the service person in this customer service industry.
Ugh.
It's true.
Oh, boy.
Now, a smart manager, someone like me, would find a compromise. So, long story short, these 3 ladies get pissed at said compromise, or compromise if you want to use the word properly, and they stiffed me on the tip completely.
Wow. Really?
100, like he got 0. He got 100% of nothing.
Because they wanted it for free, but he personally explained what they
Right.
were getting.
Right.
And they said that they were confused about what they were getting.
So they didn't like it. So then apparently the manager did like a, hey, let's compromise on, I'm not going to give it to you for free, but you got to give me something, should be fine.
Yeah, like I'll take this much off of it
Right.
for whatever.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so they then took it out on the server.
I hate when people do that, but that's so strange because when it is a special, one of the things that you learn while you're serving is your features. You have to know what they
Right.
are. You have to give it to the people. What's the seasoning? What does it come with? All of that shit. You got to know it. And
Typically also this feature is like the one dish that everybody actually gets to taste.
yeah,
Because they'll make one and
let
you'll
everybody
eat it at
pick
lineup. Yeah.
That's very peculiar. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm confused on that one.
So, Rick,
Thank you for sharing, Rick.
we appreciate that, and we are super, super sorry.
Yeah, that
and
sucks, man.
You know what? Here's what we're going to do.
What?
This is an amazing idea. I'm so proud of myself.
Good for you.
All right. So, when we fully become breakout podcast stars, okay?
When we
When
become
we can-
stupid successful.
When we can quit our jobs and just do this for a living.
Just be professional podcasters?
Correct. When
Mhm.
that happens, you and I
Mm-hmm.
are going to set up a fucking charity.
Oh, I like where you're going.
All right. We are going to accept monetary donations. We'll do sponsorship for it. We'll take some of the money that we come in and we will give it to this charity. The charity will be basically for all the servers that get stiffed on tips.
Okay.
I will literally, you send me your bill that shows like where the person wrote the 0 in there.
Yep.
We'll send you 20%.
Oh.
How's that?
Well, you gotta definitely be careful of what you're doing, but I like where you're starting.
I think it's fucking great.
It
So
can-
people,
it can
help,
progress.
help us
Help
raise
you.
up, raise the tides, all boats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Help us help you.
People helping people. It's a powerful thing.
All right, Pix, go.
This story comes from Susie
Hey, Suze.
in the South Carolina Charleston area.
All right.
So Susie says, I like that. Susie says,
Wake up,
she she had a table that started with a fish dish if you want to say it properly.
It's going around today, isn't it?
They started with a fish dish, then they asked to sub a side.
Okay.
For what Susie explained, what they were subbing the side for was a garnish. It's not like there's no way for her to ring it in.
Okay.
This led to her saying that the side that they wanted of rice comes with the dish. So did they want that side? And the woman said, no, she wants a salad.
Okay.
Now, Susie also counters that the salad comes with the meal just like the side. It can't be subbed for a side. It's like saying, I want...
so confused by everything that's happening right now.
Exactly. It's like saying, okay, let's say I'm at a steakhouse and I'm ordering, a filet and broccoli and a baked potato.
Okay.
And with that, I get a soup or a salad.
All right.
And then I say, rather than having the potato, I would like to have the salad. To which the person looks at me and says, it already comes with a salad. And I say, but I don't want that salad. I want the salad to be the potato.
A potato salad. You want a potato salad. Heard.
So,
I will get the kitchen right on that.
Susie had to back her up, like talk her all the way back to the fish, and then say slowly again, so you want the fish and you want the rice that comes with the fish dish. And she said, yes, rice on the side. So Susie is trying so hard. So, yes, the rice that standard comes on the side, that's what you would like.
That you want.
But you also want a salad. Heard. She took it.
It hurts me in my brain.
Yeah, as if she wanted the salad as an extra side salad. But what was really messing her up is that this woman was insistent on subbing the other side that was a garnish. Like, Susie can't ring it in.
Like it's... Okay.
I can't ring it in. It's a side of parsley. I
But you
can't
want
bring
that
in the
extra.
parsley. Yes. You saw the fucking parsley. You were like, parsley, that's fucking delicious. And she's like, yeah, I can throw more parsley on the plate if you want, but it's parsley.
Yeah, I would... Okay. At this point in the conversation, and this is why I'm not a server, I would run to the kitchen. I would get a handful. I would be nice and put a glove on. And then I would dig my hand into the parsley and pick up a handful. I would run back out to the table and I would throw it in this woman's face and go, here! Parsley!
Well...
Like, aggressively, I would throw it. Not, like, confetti it on her, but I would aggressively throw it in her face and maybe, like, scream and run away.
This is me, being... I just picked parsley out of the air here. I don't know what the garnish she was actually trying to sub this for. But Susie says the whole thing left her with her head spinning, and she was shaking her head while typing in every single item, sent it back to the kitchen, printed it, brought it back out to the lady, and then highlighted each item because she had to write it all in separate.
Oh my God.
To make sure that she got this right.
Can you imagine the sound of that ticket and like the 4 seconds of just ringing in this one fucking order?
But Susie did this all because she didn't want to get stiffed on the tip.
Fair. I mean, we know that's how the game is played.
But I can't imagine, like, this woman's confused. It probably thinks that Susie's an idiot. Susie's thinking this woman's an idiot. Everybody's head hurts.
Everybody loses.
It's a nightmare.
It's a lose-lose situation, guys.
God.
All right, Pixie. Now, sometimes we get these on the old serviceentrancepeople at gmail.com. And when we wind up getting them to air, it feels very much like we are a cheesy AM...
It feels like the first time.
radio late night program.
Oh.
Okay.
Welcome to Boomer After Snark.
Yes. We are in full Boomer After Snark territory, by the way. Absolutely. We need to have that as a segment, by the way. I'm glad you brought that up. That's something you and I have talked about for years now, and that needs to be a thing. But this makes me feel like the aforementioned radio person. Ready?
Yeah.
This is from Nameless in Maryland. Thank you for writing in, Nameless. Nameless says, Dear service entrance people, I work Sorry. I could have done the whole thing in that voice. I just
Really?
want you to know. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Do you want me to?
No, please
okay.
don't.
All right. Off the air.
I just think that was cool.
Thank you. Coming up next on Light 101.1. All right. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, service entrance people.
Hola.
Hola. I have a lot of retail stories, but I have a shitty memory, so they come and go. And randomly, I remembered this one. My store has a double your money back guarantee on returns, which in and of itself, bad idea.
Agreed.
You're not wrong, nameless. Looks good to customers, but it's obviously a nightmare behind the scenes. Anyone who has to deal with it or answer for it. So anyway, my store sells a shitload of chitlins. All right? They're not cheap. It's like $25 for a 5-pound tub
Ugh.
of like not a great part of pork. Like
Okay.
So we're talking pig intestine
Delicious.
at $25 for 5 pounds, which is $5 a pound.
Good Lord.
I legitimately could not sell my own body for $5 a pound. Okay? There is no market in the world that I could get $5 a pound for myself.
Otherwise, you catch Boomtown in the parking lot giving hand jobs for blow.
Sometimes I do it just for the money, Pixie, okay? It's not all about the blow. Sometimes I give the HJs just because I need the cash. Don't you judge me, you
I
judgy
don't.
bitch.
Make that paper.
So back to Maryland. Our customers, they say, again, go nuts for them, buy them all at once, feast or famine style. Like
Whoa.
snowstorm in the east, hurricane in the south, all the water and toilet paper in my car right now.
Milk and bread.
Just, we're all going to die.
Need the milk and bread sandwiches.
Once, I had a customer buy all of them, 8 tubs.
What?
And then as soon as they finished ringing them up, still frozen as fuck, and brand new too, they walked all of them over to customer service and said, they're bad. They smell like shit.
Oh my God, this reminds me of what the fuck is the movie with
Garden State,
yes.
where he goes and
these knives wouldn't cut
yeah,
cans.
Yeah, the commercial said they cut cans.
Did you try the sharpener?
I just want the money, lady.
Yeah, they don't cut cans.
So now, God forbid, says Maryland. Now, God forbid, in Maryland, they have an animal's poop chute have an odor at all. Like they
Of
don't
course.
bleach the innards of the pig before they take the intestine
These
out.
pigs don't have bleached buttholes. I want my money back. And then some.
There's so many jokes. But the point of all of this is that all the chitlins are instantly trash once they are returned. So then,
So they're wasting everything.
yes, to get the double the money back.
Oh my God, my brain.
So this person then has to spend the rest of their evening explaining to customers why one person and one person only bought all of the chitlins, but also then disposed of them all.
So we can't sell them to anyone.
Right, just for the profit.
One asshole ruins it for everyone. You let your kid go to school with full-blown asshole.
Yeah. And what's worse is that by telling it as a cautionary tale, these
Yes.
people who have just been fucked over then get the idea going, why am I not doing that?
Oh, motherfucker.
So it just rolls back into itself.
Oh my God.
So you reason with people, they take notes on how to be worst people.
That's just, fucking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, you trumped my last story. So thank you.
Person.
Yeah.
It's not me. Don't look at me. I don't live in Maryland. I don't work with
Still.
chitlins. I don't eat pork.
I don't even
fuck
eat.
would I know?
I don't even eat
that
these
fucking
pigs,
shit.
asshole.
Jesus Christ. There's very few asshole that I eat, and pig is not one of them.
Well, I wouldn't either. They're not bleached.
They're not.
That's just disappointing.
Get some fucking cleaner up in there, and we'll see. We'll talk. We'll have a reasonable discussion about pig asshole eating later.
So you want to hear some other weird fuckery?
Listening.
All right. This email is entitled,
Whew.
I Bring My Own.
Okay, you got me. I'm listening.
All right. So apparently, at this eatery, someone decided to bring, wait for it,
I am waiting.
their own utensils.
Okay, now let me. Let me dance around this. This is 2 weeks in a row that we've brought up the Cove. But prior to COVID, that was a weird fucking thing. It's still kind of weird, but there was that whole part of COVID where everybody was bringing their own fucking utensils.
Really?
Oh, my God.
I didn't go out to eat during that, by the way.
Yeah.
I actually, provided by, FDA guidelines, and stayed the fuck away from
food
people,
places.
Yeah.
Why
would you go where everyone's orifices are opening and closing and spreading schmutz on everything?
It's why
Disgusting.
would you go out during flu season?
Yeah, no.
It's the same thing.
No,
but
thanks.
anyway, I was working at a place that closed exactly 0 days
Oh, fantastic.
for anything.
Fabulous.
Okay. Now, when we started letting people back in the building, absolutely, I would say maybe 5-6 times a night,
What?
motherfuckers would come in with either plastic.
Now that's smart. I will
Or
give you
their
that.
own.
I don't like plastic waste, but I can see the logic.
So that was it.
But
It was
what do
fucking
so what do you do when
plastic
it's
or
dirty?
their own.
Do you put it back in your pocket?
Well, if it's
Like
plastic, you throw it.
obviously, but if it's
And
like
yes, I would see people ask.
Wow.
They would either the smart ones would bring a Ziploc
Yeah.
and put it in a Ziploc bag.
Gross.
The less smart ones would take extra napkins off the table
And roll it in the
and roll it in there.
That's filthy.
Yep. I actually,
It was
funny
all
we're
up in
talking
your
about this.
eat hole.
I actually caught one person trying to take one of the linen napkins that we had
Oh, fuck
and
you.
wrapping everything and bringing it in like
That
a
shit
fucking
costs money.
like a roll up, like
you.
fucking doing a goddamn roll up.
You're an asshole. That's all I got to say there. You're a fucking asshole. So, this gets a little weirder though.
Are they a pig's asshole though?
No, this one was just strange, but I admire the ingenuity because what they say here is that someone ordered crab, and rather than using the crab crackers,
Which are standard issue.
they were like, fuck you, and brought sewing scissors, cutting up along the line of the crab to maximize the crab meat eatage.
No,
It's like a little yenta with sewing shears. Just
So now I've seen in the past people bring their own, like, there's like a weird tool that like jabs and rips at the same time.
Okay.
So I've seen people bring those in. I've seen people bring their own crab crackers with them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got those good grip ones and shit.
But I've never.
Have you ever seen the ones that
Ever.
are like sponsored by NASA? They're like, these are the ones astronauts used to eat crabs in space.
Crabs in space.
Yeah, it's not a thing, but people think it is.
Can I make a Florida NASA joke there? Or is that too much? Is that gratuitous?
It's low-hanging fruit.
All right. Well, I am the king of low-hanging fruit sometimes. But anyway, I've never, ever heard of anybody bringing any shear of any denomination to
Yeah.
a restaurant, much less a sewing shear.
What I would be more impressed with was if they used the crocheting needle
Oh,
and just like shove that in there because
You know
it's got
what
the
that
little
is?
hook.
can I give you one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So if the shears,
Mhm.
right, are like a, Yenta type woman,
Yeah.
would using 2 crocheting needles be like a chopsticky thing?
No.
Because, I mean,
Now you're being racist.
you're racist.
I was thinking more like quick abortion tool.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Hooray! Gross miscarriage.
Great fucking band name.
So that
Gross Miscarriage, opening for Dan Slut. One night only.
Don't give all our great band names away.
Dan Slut, copyright, Boomer Pixie, 19
Yeah.
is when we came up with that one.
Yeah, but it's 2023 now, so
But I'm saying that's when the copyright was.
Yeah,
That's when we invented it.
that's when I read the name wrong off the TV
Yes, we invented.
and said loudly, "Dan Slut."
Yep.
What an unusual name.
Yep. To which I responded, that's a fucking band name
Yeah.
or a porno name.
Great porno name.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love this one. It's got Dan Slut in it. Love the way that guy fucks.
High five for Dan
Way
Slut.
to go, Dan Slut. You're really living up to your last name.
His hips never stopped moving through 5 miles of jungle. It was magnificent.
All right, since we're kind of circling here.
Yep.
The drain is starting to circle a little bit. Let me rock one more out before we bounce.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, so this last we are going to give to Stephanie in Florida.
Oh, love me some Florida.
Yes, we do. We love Florida on this program. It's the state that we just can't help but to make fun of.
It keeps giving.
It really do. So, Florida. Stephanie writes us, a man orders a black tea off of our alcoholic drink menu.
Okay.
This is an entirely separate menu from the food, which has nothing but our offerings of beer, wine, and liquor drinks.
So this is purely an alcoholic beverage menu.
Like, here's your menu and here's your drink menu.
Of alcoholic drinks.
Right. Exactly.
As opposed to your non-alcoholic drinks, which are on the main menu.
Right. So
Yeah.
hence, when you say, here's our drink menu, if you've ever been to a restaurant, you know that that's,
Because it has things like a
beer,
mojito.
wine, and liquor.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So this gentleman orders the black tea off of their drink menu and then returns and tells and then the guy calls me back over and says, I didn't know that this drink had alcohol in it.
I am shocked.
Please take this back. This booze has liquor in it.
I am stunned. Oh, my God.
So,
So what do you think he was getting?
I have no...
It has to say, what kind of alcohol it
Right.
contains.
Right.
I mean, what'd you think? Jack Daniels was a spice?
Well, it's in that barbecue sauce, so, I mean, it's a barbecue drink, isn't it? But that's not all with this guy. Stephanie continues, that same asshat, ...
Oh, that's great.
He and his wife came in with a small child. They wanted to be seated outside. I tell them that it's going to be very loud because there will be music playing very soon. They say, no, that's totally fine. You know what? Forget inside. We will sit outside. It's fine. We don't want, no.
We're fine with the loud. We want to be
Totally
outside.
fine. They sit down.
Okay.
They order their food.
Yes.
The noise begins.
Yes, which they were told was coming.
As soon as apparently this band started, they then picked up and walked inside
Oh.
to where they had ostensibly been told it's probably better for you to sit here.
I would be more confused, but I've dealt with it myself so much.
Here is the kicker.
Oh, there's more.
Timing-wise, I had just put their fucking order in, so I had to not only move this family,
Okay.
including their kid's high chair, inside, I also then had to run into the kitchen to let the line know not to have the runner bring the food to the outside table.
Which they're not even paying attention to table numbers anyway.
Well, but the expo is.
Yeah, the
and
expo is.
Right. So then...
Oh, God. Oh, it's painful.
And we know how sometimes servers get super, super, intimidated by going back there.
Yep.
I've seen it. I've seen the whole, can you go back and tell them because I don't want to say anything to chef? Just tell them the table
They hear the
move.
swearing and they get intimidated.
No, just if you could just go for me, just let them know. I'm like, it's not. Don't say it's my table. Just go and
Is
and
it
just
my
change.
table?
My table. So, Stephanie,
Thank you.
I am so sorry.
We're sorry.
I
and
hope
thank
to
you.
hell they tipped you. But if they didn't tip you, coming soon, we will have the Boomer and Pixie tippers for the no-tipped charity
Release fund.
You guys help us make this happen.
Help us to become rich and powerful so we can help all of the other people who don't get tipped.
Damn Skippy. That's a fucking noble cause. I'm
Yes.
gonna say it's there's feeding and clothing lepers and then this. Those are probably the two greatest things you could aspire to.
And with that, we barely make it out of an episode.
Episode 23.
23.
Thank you all for listening. We appreciate you so much. And while we appreciate everybody equally, we appreciate these next 3 people slightly more equally.
That would be executive producers Chris Moore and Chuck Cumberland, as well as our content producer, Chef Hope.
Thank you so much
Thank
to
you.
you guys, but also thank you to you out there who have written in and shared your stories with us. Please continue to do so. serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. Send us in whatever craziness is happening in your life. We will absolutely love to share it and disseminate it. Now, if you want to know, like, if you're really super into helping us out, our Facebook page / our Instagram, run by Pixie, you do put out cattle calls
Oh, I
for
do, yeah.
subjects, like for episodes that we have coming up. So if you're interested and you're
bad about
following
that.
us, which you should be, well, we've changed a couple of episodes kind of last minute. We've sort of turned the corner and done something else.
It's been a month these past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yes, it has. But having said that, though, please make sure that you are following along on our social medias, because we could be throwing out one of those, hey, if you guys have ever had somebody do this, let us know. And you're like, oh my God, that just happened to me. Now I don't have to think about it. I don't have to come up with an idea for a story. They're asking for something. Boom, let me submit it. Or let me get crazy and call 854-345-7721 and let me tell them that story on their voicemail.
In my own words.
In my own voice. And then they will play that voice back for the entire world to hear and possibly make me a star.
You know what else helps?
What?
Going to patreon.com /
Oh, that helps so
service
much.
entrance people.
In the best way humanly possible. By going there, you can be a Karen, a Florida man, or a Von Uppity. You can become a producer at one of those levels, including executive producers, the Von Uppities, free gear, free merch for every sponsorship level, and access to our bonus content, and get to hear your name every week as an executive producer on this show.
Said with love.
With so much love. Now, Pixie, if they're not ready to make the full commitment, what else can they do?
They can go to PayPal at Service Entrance Peeps
Be a
and make a
peep.
little donation there. Peep, peep.
It's coming up on the peep season, actually.
Yep.
Got Easter right around the corner.
There you go.
Every year, my mother sends me peeps thinking that I like them, and I don't.
They're so the best when they're stale. You got to poke a little hole in them and let them sit for 2 weeks.
And then just...
Mow away. They're delicious.
Yeah, see, I'll rock some fluff, but not a peep. I don't know.
I get it.
It's weird.
I get it. Until someone forced me to eat a stale one, I didn't believe them either. Those things are disgusting.
But we also know that marshmallows, when you let them get a little crunchy on the outside,
Super good.
super fucking good.
You know what else people can do?
What else can they do other than listen to us extol the virtues of marshmallows?
They can contact us again at serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com and sponsor the show, including our Shifty of the Week.
That's right. We have many opportunities out there for you to become a part of the show, and let us do the legwork. We whore for you. Exactamundo. Also, since you're doing all of these other cool things, please do the basics. Like, listen, subscribe, share, rate, and review the show. 5
Rate
stars,
and review.
5 words, don't care what. Get on there, tell us how you best like your peeps, and that'll help us move up the charts.
Fantastic.
I think we've hit all of the things we typically hit on a program, don't we, Pix?
Yeah, thank God that you guys have hung in this long.
We appreciate you, and we will be back again next week, Wednesday nights, midnight East Coast time. Service entrance people, we cannot wait to talk to you then. I am Boomer.
And I'm Pixie. Adios.